40th and the 41st ASEAN Summit has in fact come to a close, with Cambodia handing over the chairmanship to Indonesia. Now, the Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen handed over a hammer symbolizing the ASEAN chairmanship to the Indonesian President Joko Widodo. In a ceremony that was also attended by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, earlier during the summit, ASEAN had agreed in principle to admit East Timor as the group's 11th member. The summit in Cambodia saw several high-level talks and will be followed by crucial summits across Southeast Asia over the course of the next week.
On a count of three.
And with the G20's Leaders Summit in Bali from the 15th of November, the focus will then, of course, turn to the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum in Bangkok. Now, earlier in the day, the American President Joe Biden, who attended the summit, told Asian leaders that the U.S. lines of communication with China will stay open to prevent conflict. Now, Biden further said that the United States will compete with China and will speak out over its human rights record, but stressed the importance of peace in the Taiwan Strait and also ensuring the freedom of navigation in the South China Sea.
We're also deepening our cooperation and collaboration on a range of other challenges. Today, we'll discuss how we can strengthen our supply chains and economic resilience, and how we can preserve peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits, and how we can expand our coordinated support for Ukraine, and how we can work toward the common goals of a free and open Indo-Pacific.
Meanwhile, the U.S. President has also condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the threats of North Korea's missile tests. The South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol said that North Korea's provocative actions are becoming more and more aggressive and has called for strong cooperation between the United States, South Korea and Japan. Meanwhile, China's expansionism in the region also remained the focus at the summit. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told the Asian leaders that China is continuously and also increasingly taking actions that infringe on Japan's sovereignty and also have escalated tensions in the region. Kishida added that ensuring peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait is important for regional security, and it also voiced some serious concerns over the human rights situation of the Uyghurs. The Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese held talks with the Chinese Premier Li Keqiang amidst anticipation of a formal summit with President Xi Jinping. Now, ties between the two countries have deteriorated in recent years, with China putting sanctions on some Australian imports and also reacting aggressively to Canberra's call for an international inquiry into the origins of COVID-19. Now, on the sidelines of the summit, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met with the American Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. The two leaders discussed the war in Ukraine and also the upcoming G20 summit. Blinken also met with Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba, where he applauded Ukraine's efforts during the ongoing war and assured him that the support is pretty strong around the world for Ukraine.
We're meeting today at a time when Ukraine has just liberated the city of Kherson, the region. And that success is a testament once again to the remarkable courage of the Ukrainian armed forces, the Ukrainian people, as well as the strong support that Ukraine has from countries around the world, including, of course, the United States.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.